Ooh-wee. You know good and well we wasn't gonna miss this one, man. Diddy, all the verdict is in. We're about to see if he's guilty or not guilty.
Explosive moment in the courtroom during this 2-month-long trial. Jurors announcing this afternoon that they were unable to reach a unanimous decision on count one, the most serious charge in this case, racketeering conspiracy. Jurors sent back a note just before 4:30 local time this afternoon to let the court know that they had reached a verdict on counts 2 through 5, but could not reach a unanimous decision on count one. Again, the most serious charge in this case. Right now, the judge is talking with both sides about what to do next. He has told the courtroom he does not want to give a partial verdict. So now he's weighing two other options, which would be sending the jury back to continue deliberations or giving some version of an Allen charge, which would be, which in most cases would be instructing the jurors to go back and continue deliberations on the count that they can't reach a consensus on. So right now we're waiting to learn more from inside the courtroom, but I can tell you when this note was sent back today, it's the sixth note between the 2 days of deliberations. Defense attorneys were very quickly huddled around Sean Diddy Combs inside the courtroom, and we saw that one defense attorney hugged another, and this is really a key moment in this trial. For over the course of 2 months, prosecutors have argued to jurors that Diddy, with an inner circle, created a sex crime ring to force and coerce women into drug-fueled sex parties called freak-offs with male escorts while he watched. They called a variety of witnesses, 34 to be exact, including Diddy's ex-girlfriends and accusers, former employees, and law enforcement investigators. And prosecutors say their testimony, along with bank, flight, hotel records, salacious texts, and videos, all prove Diddy is guilty of these charges. The defense, of course, takes a much different stance. Defense attorney Mark Agnifilo, in his closing argument, told jurors this is an exaggerated case, and he repeatedly called it a false trial. He insisted that all the sexual encounters were consensual, and he painted these accusers as women who have agency. In fact, he said about ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, he described her as a woman who likes to have sex, and he said good for her. So you just right there, it paints the difference, the stark difference between the arguments in this case. And right now, the latest that we're learning from inside the courtroom is that jurors are unable to reach a verdict on count one, racketeering conspiracy, the most serious charge. If Diddy were to be found guilty on that charge, he could spend the rest of his natural life behind bars. I'd say the next most serious charge in this case is sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Now, we don't know how jurors have decided on those charges of sex trafficking, but if he were to be found guilty on those charges, the next most serious, he could spend up to 15 years in prison, up to life in prison. So 15 years to life in prison. And then the last charge is transportation to engage in prostitution. We also know jurors reached a unanimous consensus on that charge. We have seen a lot of action here outside the courtroom, a lot of activity. Supporters of Diddy, others who want to see him behind bars for the rest of their life, they're all gathering here outside the courtroom right now, waiting to find out what the judge decides to do next. Dan.
4, count 2, count 3, count 4, and count 5. The RICO is already satisfied. It's activated. He would have to, the jury by default, by convicting him of all 4 of those, he's automatically convicted for the RICO because those are base offenses under the RICO. So it has to be that either all 4 are not guilty or 2 guilty, 2 not guilty. If I had to guess, best case scenario, not guilty of all 4 related to Cassie and Jane. Best case scenario, and they're hung up on the RICO, and he'll get found not guilty of the RICO. Best case scenario. The base case scenario what I think is most likely.
Certainly no shortage of drama in this case, especially yesterday. The judge agreed, though, with prosecutors and defense attorneys that a little over 12 hours of deliberating was just too soon to give up on reaching a verdict on all 5 counts. So today the jury will continue deliberating on that 1 count of racketeering conspiracy. Yesterday morning, Diddy stopped to speak to his mother, Janice Combs, who was seated in the courtroom gallery. He reassured her that everything was going to be all right and told her he loved her outfit before being taken back to his holding cell. After that, the jury asked to review testimony from Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, and Daniel Phillip, a male stripper Diddy is accused of paying to have sex with her. The 12-member panel specifically asked for Cassie's account of what happened at the Intercontinental Hotel in 2016 when Diddy was caught on security camera beating, kicking, and dragging her down the hallway. That footage is considered one of the most important pieces of evidence in this case.
These jury notes, we like to try and read what they mean. They could just be questions. It could just be one juror who wants clarification.
A few hours later, jurors sent another note explaining this time that they had reached a verdict on counts 2 through 5, 2 counts each of sex trafficking and transportation to engage in prostitution. Members said they were split, though, on the most serious charge, racketeering conspiracy. To convict Diddy on the RICO charge, jurors must find that he and his inner circle committed 2 or more crimes within 10 years involving kidnapping, arson, bribery, witness tampering, forced labor, sex trafficking, transportation for purposes of prostitution, or drug distribution.
The ones they're obviously struggling with is the racketeering charge. And that's where it has to be this enterprise. And that's a little counterintuitive for jurors because he's actually acting on his own. I think a lot of people think of an enterprise really as some criminal sort of mafia.
Do it. Yo, you do it, do it, do it, do it, make do it, do it. Show me how you do it, I'ma make you do it, You're crazy, yeah. Do it, yeah. Show me how you do it, Show me how you do it, Yo, straight to the progress, you know that it's on. We gon' get it lit by the end of this song. Sipping that bottle, then passing Patron. After this night, they be carrying me home. Cause we gon' take off, I'm in my zone. If she a dope, she gon' follow that bone. I'ma beat it up, don't be hitting my phone. If it was good, I wouldn't leave you alone. Give me that money, I'm on my own. Telling I'm getting, I'm